The Changing Dynamics of Marriage and Responsibility by Tubo J. In many societies, evolving economic and social conditions have led to shifts in traditional marriage expectations. It will be challenging for some women to marry given the current state of affairs in some countries where jobs are scarce, skilled and qualified men are jobless, while the remaining few jobs are given to women due to their gender by unserious and insensitive men who find themselves in positions that exploit them, and because most women naturally view men as the breadwinners. The impact of employing unqualified people is a talk for another time. Additionally, long-standing perceptions of men as primary providers persist, leading some women to struggle with the idea of sharing financial responsibilities within a marriage even when their earnings are equal to their partners. This creates a tension between traditional expectations and modern realities. Financial stability has historically been seen as a male responsibility, and as economic independence among women grows, some may feel pressured to either compromise on their choices or remain single. This shift is influencing societal norms, encouraging more egalitarian partnerships where both individuals contribute equally to household responsibilities. While this change can foster deeper collaboration and shared decision-making, it also presents challenges in balancing autonomy and collective responsibility within relationships. For a relationship to thrive, both partners must navigate personal aspirations alongside mutual goals. Open communication and mutual respect are essential to maintaining a balance between shared responsibilities and individual fulfillment. While collaboration strengthens partnerships, an overemphasis on shared decision-making can sometimes overshadow personal needs, leading to dissatisfaction. A successful relationship requires both partners to embrace their unique strengths while fostering an environment of mutual support and understanding.
Who created the concept of equal responsibilities in marriage? The idea of shared responsibilities in marriage has been promoted by various global organizations, including the United Nations, the Council of Europe, and the Commission on the Status of Women. However, its application varies across cultures, with some regions, particularly in parts of Africa, Asia, and the Middle East, holding on to more traditional gender roles. Interestingly, many women already play a key role in decision-making within the household, even if this is not always explicitly recognized. While men often have the final say in major decisions, the daily management of the home and family life frequently naturally falls on women. In the pursuit of greater autonomy and empowerment, certain women may inadvertently trade away or trash what they have due to their search for more power or being double standards. This position of the women has a deeper root due to the position society holds about treating women nicely, which can be compared to a spoiled brat always nagging to get away with everything in the family, depriving others. However, this emphasis on equal shared contributions highlights the weaknesses of both the man and the woman, as they have chosen to forfeit their natural abilities. A major challenge with the concept of equal responsibilities is defining and measuring what equal truly means. For instance, traditional gender roles have often dictated that men take on physically demanding tasks, while women handle more nurturing or domestic responsibilities. In an effort to enforce complete equality, questions arise: who makes the final decision in times of conflict? Does this lead to a constant power struggle? Can true equality exist if different roles require different efforts? With this mindset, in Australia, women can be sent to the front lines in war. In some cases, women advocating for absolute equality may later perceive shared responsibilities as a burden and look for an exit window by grossly disrespecting the man in the bid of looking for a soft landing pad, a rich man, that will pretend to tolerate her double standard for another short time. This has led some to seek relationships where they no longer have to shoulder financial or household pressures, potentially causing instability within marriages. This is why you sometimes find a financially successful woman getting married repeatedly. These repeated marriages often reflect a cycle of seeking security without addressing underlying issues, leading to a pattern of reliance on partners who may not fulfill emotional needs. As a result, the pursuit of financial stability can overshadow the importance of genuine connection and mutual respect in a relationship. This is a deceit aimed at luring women into accepting actions that are intended, whether intentionally or not, to undermine the family. In certain Western countries, both the man and the woman must work to support the family. If the financial burden becomes too heavy and they require assistance from the government, the man is generally expected to leave the home for the sake of the woman and the children, thus often putting the family at risk.
Why do some men view marriage as a risk? I have come across many young men, particularly in Western societies, who increasingly perceive marriage as a financial and emotional risk. This skepticism often stems from legal frameworks surrounding divorce, which tend to favor women in asset division. A woman in her true nature is very beautiful when complemented by a real man. However, the twist comes in due to the shared responsibilities, which has subtly given the woman the upper hand in the marriage to walk away at any time she feels like, when she has overfed herself by giving flimsy excuses like, "He is not always around, he is too good to be my husband," etc. This applies to men too, but remember, women do not joke with their money to condescend in loving a man that they have financial power over. A woman can file for divorce at any time according to the law in such countries and can get away with 50% of the family's wealth, which most times comes from the men. Cases involving high-profile divorces, such as those of Bill Gates, Steve Harvey, and Pep Guardiola, highlight how significant portions of wealth can be lost in legal settlements. There is no gainsaying that a greater percentage of men risk their lives to fend for their families, for example, climbing a telecom mast or electric pylon to do some maintenance, etc. What does this teach the younger men? Furthermore, societal shifts have influenced relationship dynamics. While marriage has traditionally been built on mutual dependence, modern legal systems allow women greater independence, including the ability to exit a marriage on personal grounds. Some men feel that this undermines long-term commitment, as women in stronger financial positions are less likely to compromise in relationships. Additionally, divorce laws in certain countries enable women to claim half of the marital wealth, which some argue places men at a financial disadvantage. The perceived imbalance in risk and reward has led to growing hesitancy among men to enter marriage, particularly in societies where legal structures seem to favor one side. Historically, men have taken on physically demanding and high-risk jobs to provide for their families. However, if marriage is no longer seen as a stable institution, men may begin to reassess their willingness to invest in it. As a result, the evolving landscape of relationships is creating uncertainty for both men and women. While modern laws have aimed to protect individual rights, they have also altered the fundamental expectations of marriage. This shift may lead to societal instability if traditional family structures weaken without an effective alternative in place.
What does this teach younger men? I know that the laws in place, which women benefit from, were established due to the excesses of men's actions against women. Humans often do not learn from history and tend to repeat similar mistakes. I can see the tornado is approaching. Young men around the world now perceive marriage as a significant risk, leaving women in a vulnerable position. The husband is meant to be the protector of the family. However, women, in pursuit of their own benefit, have entrusted the government with this role, which is destined to expire. This expiration poses a considerable danger to society, leading to chaos as the center is destabilized, creating a sinkhole. Remember, the man is to love and the woman to respect, and everything will fall into place. Women, please stop saying, "I gave birth for him." The children belong to you and your husband. We all know that children are more likely to provide for the mother than for the father due to the similar reasons given above. There is more to this, but I just have to stop here.